Okay, so this is gonna be my first mukbang video. I haven't seen you guys in a while. It's Jonny 23. What's up? Um, and yeah, life has been crazy so far, and I've been going through a lot. I just wanted to do a mukbang video. I got myself Chinese. I got pepper steak. We're over here. Some beef fried rice, egg roll, fortune cookie. Should we get the fortune cookie first? I think we should do the fortune cookie first. People usually do it last, from what I know, because it's a cookie, but I'm gonna spoil myself and do it first. And see what my fortune is so we get a good start to this video. Ooh, that was nice. Oh, there's an ad in the back of it? Hold up. There is an ad in the back of it. When did they start doing this? Look. Reason to chew. They got gum on it. We're not sponsored. Life is full of wonders. Explore what's around you. That feels so generic. Yeah, but it's true. These first cookies are always true. Nothing special. But yeah. Life is full of adventures. Explore what's around you. Let me see if I can focus on that. I don't know if you saw that. I can't see. Oh. So I lost my glasses outside one day. Those glasses were expensive. I think for a total cost of like $400, $500. The frames were like 200 something. The lenses were 200 something. It was a lot. But yeah, I just recently went to the eye doctor. My eyesight has not changed for like all of my life. Or at least I know for the past 2 years it definitely hasn't changed. So that's good. And I'm gonna get new glasses so I'll be able to see my phone right now. Because technically I can see it, but like I can't see the small little things on it. I'm currently in the moving process. So sooner or later I'm gonna have a new room and all that. This isn't my house. I'm in the kitchen eating. Look up. Like I'm on the steps to my house. It's a nice kitchen though. Oh, I just ended the video. It's a nice kitchen though. It's not my house, which is a place I'm staying at for a sec. I got a job. I'm working with summer youth. If anybody is in New York that's watching this, which I know some of you are, summer youth is like a program that helps people out. So they summer youth is a program that helps people out so they can get a job, a minimum wage job, easily, and they get help going through the job process and everything, so they can gain experience and everything. Because I've had bad experiences with jobs. Like I kind of like I didn't like not bad experiences, but like not experiences that I would truly like. where like I would want to, like, they said I would work this amount of hours, and I could work this total amount of hours, but then they wouldn't give me those amount of hours even when I asked. So then I'll have to take other people's shifts, and ask for shifts from other coworkers. And then I get laid off, and I was told I have to reapply if I want to keep working or something. And if my experience was bad, I didn't really even want to reapply. And I made no money in the end. So yeah. I noticed every time I get a job, I end up having the money. It goes to one thing, and then poof, it's gone. So like, this year when I finally got into college, later in the year, like a couple months, I hope that I could at least work on getting a better job, like a more long-term job or something that isn't too rigorous, and that I could do, that I like, so I can make money here and there while I'm in school. Like that would be ideal for me, but I might not be able to do that. I'm currently working with children, which is cool. I never imagined I would work with children. I'm not gonna give you names or anything because that's confidential. But yeah, I've been dealing with that. I almost died. I forgot to mention that to you guys. I had my mom record some of it. I'm gonna post it at some point. So I have asthma. Asthma doesn't seem like that big of a deal. A lot of people have asthma, especially in New York City, because of the atmosphere. You're just born with it, and because of how many like buildings there are and everything, and how many cars there are. It's a city, like that's what you expect, and that's what's gonna happen. I know Elon Musk said it's mad easy for cities to be powered on renewable energy, but no one's doing it really yet. Like, we got solar panels in New York City, but that's only for like small amounts of energy compared to the whole city. Like, the whole city always runs, so like you need a lot more renewable energy than just that. But yeah, I almost died because I have asthma. I was going through a lot. I was moving and I was sick. I was kind of sick when I was moving, and I wasn't feeling well. I was out of breath. I was having like pain in my heart and my chest, and I wasn't talking about it because I was like, oh, it's gonna go away at some point. But the thing is that pain in my heart and chest was like there for a couple months, for like 3 months, and when it came back, like it was bad. Like when it came back, it was bad during the time I was about to move, and like the next day I had to move, and it was like it was terrible because I was moving all this big stuff like mattresses. I had to clean out my whole room, put it in my mom's car, bring it to my grandma's house. And like by the time I was done, I was like out of breath, and even by the time I was done with my room, I had to deal with everything else, and I ended up just like almost collapsed. Like I collapsed pretty much by the time I got back to my mom's and went to sleep. It was hot in the room also when I went back to my mom's and went to sleep. Because there wasn't air conditioner in the room. There was only like a fan. I didn't have the fan on when I went to sleep. Then I woke up in a sweat. My allergies acting up. Because I have seasonal allergies. And my nose was clogged. I had like mucus all up in my system. And so I just couldn't breathe for the day. Like I couldn't breathe through my nose through the day. So I was breathing through my mouth, and I was having trouble just keeping up because of my asthma from the day before. And so I wait around in my house, try to chill out, eat some food. Some very surprising stuff happens. I don't know if I should talk about it, so I'm not going to talk about it in this video. But it's very personal, and it's very surprising, and it's a good thing. Whatever the thing that I can't talk about is a good thing technically. Like congratulations for them, but yeah, I can't really talk about that situation. Anyway, I go see Gina because she wants her YouTube anniversary for her channel. Even though she's a small channel, she wanted to make an anniversary video and all that. I hadn't made a video with her in a while. She said she wanted to make a video every 2 weeks. Like, what happened to that? I think she also has a job. Yeah, she also has a job, so she shouldn't. Like, I guess that's not that possible. Like, technically she could do it on her phone. And I could tell her every single time, like I'm doing right now. I'm not using this. I haven't used this for so long. I mean, I use it, but last time I used it was for like prom or something, which I had to get a new SD card even, because I haven't posted videos, so like all my SD cards are like just filling up. I got like, I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying hard so you guys can see it. No, it's not showing. This is I'll show you guys later. It's a 256 gig micro SD. Because my other SD cards were like 100. First I had a 16 gig, that didn't work. Then I got a 32. Then I got a 64. That didn't work. Then I got a 128. That worked for a little bit. Then I got another 128. That wasn't working anymore. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna just get a 256. It's on sale on Amazon. Might as well. Shout out to my mom for that. But yeah. Anyway, back to the story. Go back to the story. I was at my mom's. I went to go see Gina afterwards to make a YouTube video with her at the normal spot. I'll link it down below. So you guys can check it out. Her channel is Saray Comment. I think she's almost at 30 subscribers. So like, I know I don't have that many subs, but like I got way more than 30. So if like 4 of you guys or something, I think she has 26 subscribers or something like that. If like 4 of you guys or like 5 of you guys could go down to her channel, subscribe, I would really appreciate that. And I think she would really like it. So thank you guys if you gotta do that. It's a little bit, but like 4 people, like it'll make her day. It'll make her day when she notices and all that. But yeah, I almost died, and I was like running around the place. My mom had gotten Gina a dress for my prom because she was my date to the prom. We're not dating or anything. She's like, it's just I didn't have anybody to go with. And my mom kept on insisting for me to go with somebody, so I was like, I'm gonna just bring my best friend. So I could go. And it was a cool experience. It was nice. I'll show you guys also. I got video footage of that. I have like a bunch of little clips. I'll show you guys of that later in the future. Hopefully in like a week or two after I post this video. But yeah, I did that. I was running around. I ran back to Gina's house just to get the prom dress so I could bring it back to my mom's. And by that point, like, I really couldn't breathe. Like, I couldn't breathe through my nose, and I was starting to not be able to breathe through my mouth because my neck felt choked up, and my heart rate was just increasing rapidly. So, and like, I had a pump on me, but it wasn't working. I took albuterol for my pump. It just wasn't working at all. Because I had like no pumps in it. So I go on the train, I go to my mom's, like I'm trying to breathe the whole entire time. I run back to my mom's, like a little bits away from the train, her house. And then by the time I'm at her house, I'm panting, and I'm panting, and I'm going through like an asthma attack pretty much. And she said, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, blow your nose. She was blowing my nose. She was helping me blow my nose and all that. And I was able to breathe for a little bit, but then she told me to go into her room. And it was, she had an air conditioner in there, so I could be cold, so I wasn't as hot. So I went in there. I think also like the hair in her house from like her job thing, that like her side job that she's been doing, like from the dogs and cats like that she has to watch, got into my system a little bit when I went back to her house. So like I don't think that the initial time, like when I first came in and when I was trying to breathe in and out, it affected me, but by the time I went into her room, I think it was affecting me, even though like they're not allowed to go in her room. Like my mom cleans her house and everything, so like it's not like it was like, oh, it's dirty and it's a lot of hair. Like it's like some hair in the air or something. But I went to her room. I laid down, and by the time I'm laying down, like I'm choking and I can't breathe, like my throat. So it's like it just closes on me, and I start crying, and I'm like trying to breathe. I can't breathe through my nose again. And I can't say anything to anybody because I can't breathe, and I'm freaking out there, and I'm like me freaking out, and I'm starting to have like more of an anxiety attack while also having an asthma attack, because you don't, like, your natural reaction is not, you don't want to die. Like, you know the memes, like depression memes, like now people are gonna say, oh, I want to die and this and that, but let's be real, you don't really want to die. When you get to that point, your body's gonna naturally not have you want to die. So I did that, and so my mom finally opens the door to the room, and she's like, oh my god, and she's like, Jonathan, are you okay? And I'm like trying to breathe, and I'm coughing, and I'm just like gasping for air, and so my sister comes in, and she sits me up. My sister sits me up. And she's like, Jonathan, stay with me, breathe, try to stay up, all that. And I really couldn't sit up. Like, I was weak by that point. I like was going like this. Okay, that's not a good example, but I couldn't like even lift myself up with my own arms. So my sister was lifting me up, and she was telling me to breathe, stay with me, and all that. And I started blacking out. My mom was like, call 911. Before that, my mom was like, call 911. She didn't have her phone on her. I think her phone was also dead when they found it, and my sister didn't call 911. I don't know why she didn't call 911. She had her phone. My mom was like, call 911, get his pump from grandma's house, this and that. My little bro goes to grab my pump from my grandma's. My grandma comes down, doesn't even let my little brother get my pump. That screws me over a little bit. I literally had to do if it wasn't for the iPhone thing, where you press on the sides for like 3 seconds, like on the power switch and the volume up button, and you slide SOS for like top emergencies at the moment, like to call 911, I would probably be dead by now and not even make this video. That's one of the reasons why I probably would be dead, because the ambulance would have came, but the ambulance took long to come. Even also, according to my mom, it took long to come. So I blacked out, and then my mom had to do mouth to mouth to me. Not any of that stuff that was happening a couple months ago on YouTube, where it was like, oh, I'm gonna kiss my mom and make out with her, or kiss my sister and make out with her. No, it's not any of that. Like, my mom's literally trying to breathe air into my lungs so I can live. My sister, none of my family members would have done that other than my mom. Or maybe my dad would have done that, but I don't know if he even knows how to do that. But yeah, I had to do that, and I finally was able to breathe after my mom did that for a good second. I was still weak. The ambulance came. I was still weak when the ambulance came, and then by the time I got into the hospital, I was terrible. I had to eat. This is a mukbang. I forgot about that. It's a long story. That's why I'm talking so much. But long story short, I ended up in the hospital for a couple days, and that was just to help me start breathing again regularly. To this day, I still get like pains in my chest and all that, and it's hard. And it's scary because when I passed out, it was black. Like, you know, when you passed out, it's like just nothing. And then it became white out of nowhere. Like, you know how like they say you see a light when you die or something like that, or when you're about to die. Or like, I'm guessing that white that I was seeing was the light, because earlier in the year when I did pass out at my job, that's not what happened. It felt like a blink, and it was like dark for a second, and I opened my eyes again, and like I didn't know that 50 minutes passed and I had a seizure. So yeah, I don't know what was the difference between that time, like when I couldn't breathe. But long story short, take your life into consideration. Don't push yourself when you know you can't be pushing yourself that hard. You want to push yourself hard in life, but don't push yourself that hard to the point you're about to die and all that. And your life is precious, and you should like take care of yourself, like really take care of yourself. Because I'm lucky I'm learning that at 17, because I know a lot of people that even are in their 30s right now that don't even take care of themselves, or like their weight, or like just like health in general, or just go to the doctor on a regular basis just to see what's going on with them. But yeah, let's sidetrack from that. I got my job so I could buy an iPad Pro, because I can't afford to get a computer, like a new computer. Like I've been saying to you guys, on my computer broke, and I do have a desktop computer, but my desktop computer can't run any of the software that I want to run on it, sadly. Like, it won't run it well, and it won't be able to, I don't know, like, I don't have money to pay for, like, those software programs or any of that on that. Like, my dad's job, luckily, is gonna get me Photoshop and Premiere Pro. But other than from that, like, I could use his account to make videos. But other than from that, I really can't do anything because I don't have it. Like, it's sad because, like, this is such a cool thing we want to do, and you could edit on your phone, of course, and you could edit on other things, of course, like the iPad. Like, that's why I'm getting the iPad. But it's really hard because I can't. All these videos that I have on here, I cannot upload them to. I don't know how to put them to the phone. And I know the iPad, you could connect your camera straight to the iPad, and you could use it. It's like, ever since they came out with the beta for the iPad OS, they made it so you could they made it so you could eat. I mean, not eat. I'm eating. They made it so that you could use it more as a laptop replacement, and it's a lot cheaper. It's a lot cheaper. It's faster in a lot of ways. It's better in a lot of ways than a MacBook. And also, I'm going into school for animation, and I can't draw on a MacBook because there's no touchscreen support or anything like that. So I'm gonna draw on the iPad. It makes sense. And then when I get a MacBook, like, I can use the iPad to help me out on YouTube, so I can make videos. And then when I get a MacBook, I can then use the MacBook in conjunction with the iPad. So it's a win-win scenario. I get the best of both worlds when I finally get there. But yeah, I'm gonna be using that, and I could finally do all the things that I need for college when I get in. Not get in, like, I'm accepted. But when I get to college. This mukbang, I have barely ate anything. I don't know how people do this. Eat and talk at the same time. Ooh. This is a long video. But yeah. A lot more things that happened since then. A lot more things. Like personal things. And just like, it's crazy. It's like, after high school, I thought after I was done, I would be doing nothing really, or like I didn't know what I'll be doing. But ever since high school stopped, I literally have not gotten one break this summer break. So that's a little update, mukbang, whatever, that and what I'm going through with college, and then I'm moving and all that type of stuff. Hopefully I'll be moved in soon. Show you guys my new room. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys like and subscribe, comment. If you guys have any other stories that you guys can relate to, or any other stories that, if you guys watch this video. So yeah, I'm Jonny 23. I love you guys. Peace. let's get back to 700 subs because I know we went down a little bit because I have not been around, but let's get back there. Trying to hit 1,000. Let's get it. Bye, guys.